and it looked like he was performing a version of Shin Lim's 50 Shades of Grey, 52 Shades of Grey, 52 Shades of Red? How good is Dynamo really? Now this is a video I kind of don't want to make in the same token as I do want to make it, because of course everything is personal preference. Everything, you can be biased towards certain things, and when I see a guy that like is really successful, and at the same time I'm not that into that guy, I'm not super sold on the guy, but kind of, people kind of perceive it as insecurity, people kind of perceive it as jealousy or whatever the case may be. And I want to put this out and really nail it down that I admire Dynamo like no other, right? Like his business side of things, the way, how successful he is. Every time he comes to New Zealand, like people want to hire magicians, just because Dynamo did a show and sold out an arena. So like let's put it like down on paper and in concrete, or whatever the hell the saying is. The Dynamo is one of the top dogs in Magic right now, right? So when I'm talking about how good is he, well, he has to be good, right? Like there's, in all sense of the word, if he can sell tickets, if he's marketable, if people want to see his Magic, he's good, really good. Okay, we got that out of the way. Let's analyze for real though his sleight of hand, all the different aspects, and what I think. Okay, what I think. His sleight of hand has always been decent. His cardistry, very good. He used to have the whole thing. Kind of annoyed me a little bit. He goes, let me do a Dynamo Shuffle, and I'm pretty sure he does like a version of Sybil or something. He's like, let me do a Dynamo, and now every time you do a cardistry thing out here in New Zealand, people go, oh, that's a Dynamo Shuffle. It's like, no, it's really not. I came up with this cut, or whatever. But again, genius marketing. So he always went, did the Dynamo Shuffle, did the crazy productions, and cards shooting out the pack, and kicking it with his foot, and doing the soccer thing, and his sleight of hand stuff always been historically really good. His every videos I've seen of him performing live to people, close up, actual, genuinely like performing, really good. But for whatever reason, his shows I can't watch. I just can't watch them. I don't know what it is. I've tried watching his specials, but I get bored and I turn them off. Like, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's my perspective as a magician. It feels overproduced. It's a stage show disguised as a street magic show, and maybe because I can smell that, and maybe because I know kind of what it would take to come up with those kind of things, I'm just not that interested in watching. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's also just because it's like every time I've seen it, it's like a collection of tricks. There's no real, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about him that just is not that entertaining for me when he comes out with a new show. One of the things I didn't watch the show when he came to New Zealand, so I don't really know what was in it, but I have seen a snippet. So, like, he performed this version that was inferior in my eyes to what Shin Lim does, and Shin Lim's such a big figure that I was like, man, like, I could just watch Shin Lim do this. Like, why are you doing this routine? You're Dynamo, like, you could come up with so many. It kind of didn't make much sense to me. So I saw that. Every time I've seen a special of his, it was kind of just the same kind of thing, real overproduced, like doing impossible stuff that could have been easily scripted or written or whatever, and I'm not sure it wasn't. And at the same time, some of the stuff he does is really cool, but then it goes back into overproduction, and it just feels very, very big budget, and I just can't relate to it too very well. So I don't know, something about it, I just cannot really watch his stuff. If you ask me what stuff he's put out, I don't really know, because I don't really care, okay? Now here's the thing, a lot of people in the Magic community love the guy, especially the younger guys, and they say that he's super dedicated, he comes to conventions, he's all the stuff. So this is gonna bite me in the ass, because I'm gonna meet him one day and he's gonna be like, dude, you're a dickhead, you said all this stuff about me. But at the end of the day, I gotta be truthful. To me, I don't get much entertainment out of it. I know a lot of people do. His stuff on Instagram, I've seen his like recent stuff, and it's been really dope. He had some cool ideas. His stuff in person, I'm sure it's amazing. The stuff that he's done live on like TV and stuff, live, has been awesome. You know, his sleight of hand, his people managing skills, the way he did, like that video I reacted to with the envelope, the reaction and the prediction in the envelope, dope as hell. So he's good. He's really good. But for whatever reason, when he makes a show, I just don't want to watch it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the hell it is. Okay? It always feels like there's a team of 10 people writing his lines, like heaps of producers, all this stuff. When I watch, let's say, in contrast, a show that I've liked, you know, let's say Darren Brown's, pick one, pick any, or David Blaine's Real Magic. You know, I'm just comparing it to the big ones that I've actually liked. It doesn't have that feeling. It makes me want to keep watching. It makes me go, whoa! I want to see what he comes up with next. It feels like it's that person's contribution. It feels like David Blaine created the show. It feels like Darren Brown created the show. With Dynamo, I almost feel like 50 other people created the show, and he's just kind of piggybacking on the best idea, you know? And that's cool. That works. He sells. He's successful. Listen, if I had his budget, I'd probably be doing the same shit. I mean, I'd you know, want to add my own spin to it, me be my own creative person and stuff like that. But let's be honest, if I could do big stuff, I would do big stuff. So I'm not saying it like a jealousy thing. I super admire the guy. But for whatever reason, man, I can't even name you the shows he's been on. I know he comes up with shows on shows, but I just can't really. I've never been I don't have the interest to watch them. That's really the bottom line. So to me, if you're asking me, if you're some guy that doesn't really know much about Magic, and you go, okay, name me the top 2 shows to watch right now and get excited about Magic, it would not be Dynamo. That's the reality. Let me know what you think in the comments, all right? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Tell me why. I'm going to read and reply to all your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share it with a friend who you think should see this. And as always, catch you next time. Peace!